Oh, here we go, here we go, here we go, here we go, here we go. It's Robbie Cornelius. We're talking about the mindset of the entrepreneur. The mindset of the entrepreneur. This is being streamed live, okay, unscripted. And so we're going to be interacting with as many people as possible about the mindset of an entrepreneur. So I invite everyone who is interested in becoming an entrepreneur to be a part of this live stream, this conversation. And if you're watching this on YouTube after I go live today, then you need to be following me on TikTok because that's where I am most of the time. Shouts out to Patriot Paul. We got Ricky Hyde in here. We have Bridget. What's up, Bridget? What's up, Sam? Ricky. What's up, everybody? How's everybody doing? How's life treating you guys right now? How's the world treating you? And then most importantly, how are you treating the world? Now, I don't want to talk at you. I want to talk with you. Okay. I want to talk with you. So if you are watching this live on TikTok or if you are watching this live on YouTube, feel free to ask me any questions you have regarding entrepreneurship, any questions you have regarding mindset. Those are the two things that I specialize in: mindset, entrepreneurship. Going into the sector of mindset, I think having a very powerful mindset in today's world is the one of the most important things, not only for entrepreneurs, but for anyone that's going to look to thrive during these economical times. There's a debate about whether or not we are in a recession. I don't know. That's not my job to decide. I know that me personally, I am outside of the recession, regardless. And that's what I'm asking you to do, to choose to be outside of whatever financial debacle the vast majority of the world finds itself in. And so that's the first step, making the decision. Are you interested in creating your own economy? Hello, Tanya, Tanya, Tanya. Hello. Are you interested in creating your own economy? And I'm gonna try to not sound like a telemarketer or a someone who's reading a script, but this is real. The first step starts with mindset. Like, do you accept when you turn on CNN and Fox News and NBC, do when they tell you that we're in a recession or the economy is doing bad, are you accepting that as your reality? Because that's one of the first things you got to decide. Are you going to accept that? Because you have to ask yourself this question: are there people that get richer and richer during economical challenges? And the answer is absolutely yes. Are there first generation multimillionaires created during financial recessions? And the answer is absolutely yes. But I think the vast majority of people don't get to experience that because we get hypnotized by the problem. We get hypnotized by the problem. And because we get hypnotized by the problem, we're not able to focus on the solution. And so that's what I'm encouraging you to consider. Consider asking yourself, do I have the ability, despite what's going on in the world at large, do I have the ability to create my own economical circumstances? And if you're honest with yourself, the answer is absolutely yes. I'm going to spend very little time talking about myself, but I think it's important because I want to illustrate why I'm qualified to speak on this subject. And then also why I believe you're qualified to own your financial situation. I dropped out in the ninth grade. I dropped out mentally in the 5th grade. I was so horrible in school that I thought that I dropped out in the 9th grade, and it was only until 3 or 4 years ago when I went to get my high school transcript that I actually found out I was in the 10th grade. That's how little I paid attention in school. Do I recommend you drop out? No. But I want to paint a picture that if I can do it, you can do it. Now, I didn't quit because I was dumb. I quit because I didn't care. There's a big difference. I struggled for a very long time. And part of my struggle, the vast majority of the reason why I struggled was because I was absolutely ignorant when it came to making, managing, and growing money. I grew up believing that money was the root of all evil. I grew up believing that if you had a lot of money that you must have did something wrong to get it. And so even when I made money, I got rid of it as fast as it came in. But most importantly, I never valued money. And so when I started to change that mindset, when I started to understand that I was the cause of my own struggles in life, I did what I call jumping behind the driver's seat of my own reality. In 2011, I made a conscious decision to accept full responsibility for the quality of my life experience. Before that, I was considering exiting the planet, if you know what I mean. But when I made a decision to live as if I'm 100% responsible for the quality, Joe, what's up, Joe? And everybody else in here, what's up? Hello, what's happening, brother? When I made that conscious decision to live as if I was responsible for my life experience, that's when my life started to shift. And I said, okay, what if I truly believed that I was responsible for my happiness? That's where I first started. And from that point on, I chose to experience 365 days of uninterrupted happiness. Okay. And then, a year and a half later, I found myself very happy, but very broke. And I was like, damn, I don't want to really talk about this money thing because I thought that if you focused on money, you wasn't a real good person. So I was broke because I wanted to be a good person. Isn't that ironic? I decided to be broke because I didn't want to be a bad person. Whoa. So I naturally associated people with money as being bad people. Not to mention all the people that I did know that had money got it in a bad way. These were street guys. And then you hear about the other side of the fence, the Wall Street, the corporate side of the fence. Oh, they taken for the poor people and things of that nature, right? So I didn't want to be a bad person, so I stayed broke. And I said, God will protect me. God will look out for me. Well, that mindset kept me taking handouts from other people. I could only get what someone else decided to give me. One day while on vacation, laying on the beach, on a vacation that I couldn't afford, hanging out with my girlfriend, who's now my wife, I lay on my back and I thought to myself, I got to get out of this situation. I can't even buy a damn pizza. I can't even afford to buy a McDonald's hamburger on this vacation that we were on. And so I lay there on the beach and I thought, man, it would be so amazing if I could just figure out how to make, 10 cents a minute. Something simple. What's up, Terrell? What's happening, Terrell? That's when I decided that I was going to put my attention on the things that I could control. So I made a conscious decision that day. I said, you know what? If I'm honest with myself, I would love to have money. Not only would I love to have money, I would love to have so much of it coming in that I never have to worry about where it's going to come from ever again. And As soon as I made up my mind that that's what I wanted, the thought of the internet popped into my mind. I'm like, hold up, the internet is 24 hours, it's open 24 hours a day. So if I can find something to sell on the internet, I can potentially set myself up to make money around the clock. When I got back home off of that vacation, I tried everything. I signed up to be a secret shopper. I don't know if you guys know what a secret shopper is, but that's when you go to a store pretending to be someone that's just a regular customer, but you're there on behalf of the corporation to basically spy on the employees to make sure they're doing what they're supposed to be doing. And then you report back to the corporation and they pay you based off of that. So I signed up to be a secret shopper. I even did these little things where they were like, hey, if you fill out these, answer these questionnaires and get paid up to $100 a day. The most I ever got paid was like a penny from those things. So I tried some of everything. I tried as much as I possibly could. But the common denominator between me then and me now is that both versions of me never gave up. And so that's my first tip. If you're going to do anything in life, before you do it, you got to make sure that you never give up. You got to make up your mind before you even start that no matter what, I'm never giving up. I'm never throwing in the towel. I'm going to try not to curse during this right now, but I feel very passionate. And I never know who's looking. I never know who's watching. Sometimes my kids, uh, classmates are watching this. So like, but you have to make up your mind that I'm never giving up. I'm never quitting. So I would have failure after failure after failure after failure after failure. But I said, I'm never quitting because I know that if I can figure this internet thing out, it's going to change my life. So that's it. Make a decision. You're never going to give up. And that you're not going to be, once you understand that you're never going to give up, that's going to take away the fear of you being afraid of trying something or not trying it. So many people don't go to the next level because they are afraid of trying something. And they are afraid of trying something because they're afraid of looking foolish if it doesn't work. You know how many times I've looked like a fool? I'm successful as all outdoors now, and I probably still look like a fool to people who knew me way back then because they don't understand what I'm doing. So you got to be willing to look like a fool. There, and I'm gonna tell you this: the foolish person is someone who thinks that they can get to where they're going without making mistakes. That's the foolish person. The person that thinks that they can get to where they want to go without making mistakes, without failure. That's a foolish person. That's a person that never gets off the porch. In the South, we call it jumping off the porch. That's a person that will never jump off the porch because they're basing their entire life off of trying not to fail. I fail multiple times a day, even now. And so you got to just make up your mind. I'm never going to give up. I'm dedicated to this. I'm sticking with this. But the thing that I see with so many people where they go wrong is they try something, it doesn't work as quick as they think it's going to work, and they stop. They quit. They throw in the towel. They just say, you know what? I tried it. It didn't work, man. You wasn't dedicated to it. So I want you to learn how to be dedicated to your vision. If you don't know how to be dedicated, you're going to lose. I don't associate with losers. I'm not talking about people that have failed. I'm talking about people who are looking for the easiest route to success and who are going to throw in the towel as soon as they see adversity. I don't fool with you. I am not your guy. I am here for individuals that know that they're going to stick it out. You think that a person that decides to wake up tomorrow and climb Mount Everest thinks that it's going to be easy? It's not going to be easy, because I don't know when the last time you've decided to learn something new, which is my second tip: be willing to learn something new. But if you've ever learned something new recently, you understand that your brain literally hurts sometimes when you're learning something new. I walked in the kitchen one day and I caught my youngest son crying. And he was crying because he was sitting at the table trying to figure out this math equation. He cried because the thought of trying to figure out this math equation hurt his brain. Did I feel sorry for him? No. And I patted him on the back. I said, son, let those tears roll, buddy. But just make sure you don't get up from the table until you figure it out. It hurts when you're going through a learning curve. It hurts when you're going through a freaking learning curve. And the thing that makes, and I'm talking to my older people, people that are 35 and up, you are the generation of people that are at the biggest risk. You are at the greatest risk of failure, because something happens when you turn around 35. You stop learning something new. You stop growing. You stop being willing to take risk, because what you're doing is you're comparing the risk to how many years you think you got before you really get old. And that causes you to stifle yourself. You're not willing to learn anything new. And that's why you got these young kids out here now making $500,000 a month on crypto and on in other methods of online business. And because they're not afraid of trying something new. But even those kids will one day grow up to be a group of people that are afraid to take risk again. I'll be 39 July 2nd. I'll be 39, and I take just as many risks today as I did when I was 19 years old. The difference is the risk I was taking at 19 was risk in the streets. The risk that I'm taking today is risks in entrepreneurship, taking my ideas and being willing to put my time, my money, and my energy behind my ideas. And I don't take money from anyone. I fund everything that I ever done. I fund myself. I fund my own businesses. I fund my own companies, because my philosophy is if I fail, then I want to fail losing my own money. And if I succeed, I want to succeed using my own money. Now, I know a lot of people are against using their own money, but to me, if you're going to start a business, okay, if you're going to start a business, it takes a tremendous amount of stress off of me to use my own money than to use somebody else's money. I'm afraid of using somebody else's money to try a new idea. But I'm willing to risk my own money, because there's no one that I have to explain to if I lose my own money. I got 4 companies that are operating right now, 4 umbrellas. And all 4 of those companies were started with my own money. Okay. Now, I'm not telling you that's how you have to do it, but I'm just letting you know that that's an option. The reason why most people don't use their own money is because most people don't know how to raise capital without going and ask somebody for it. That's the fact of the matter. Most people don't know how to raise capital, but anyway, so you got to be willing to take risks, and you got to be willing to learn something new. And it's all a matter of whether or not people find your idea valuable. Okay. And the way you convince people, it's either valuable or you have to convince them that it is valuable. If it's not valuable, then it's not valuable. And people don't realize that too. You can have a business idea that people don't think is valuable. You can have a service that people don't think is valuable. Now you have a dilemma. Either you can give up and start something new, Or you can ask yourself, am I using the right language that allows this person to see the value in what I have? If you can't clearly articulate it in a manner that will cause someone to see the value in it, then you don't have a successful thing. Okay. So, backtracking a little bit, I think it's important to ask yourself, are you even built for entrepreneurship? Because it's not for the faint of heart. If you ask me on my great days, uh, I'll tell you on my great days when I make, let's say I have a $20,000 day, I'll tell you that entrepreneurship is the greatest thing known to man. But here's the difference between me and a lot of other people. If you ask me on my worst day, when I haven't made a dime, is entrepreneurship worth it? And I'll still tell you that entrepreneurship is the greatest thing known to man. That's the difference. I'm not going to sit here and talk about the goodness. What's up, Jason? What up, brother? Tailored South. This episode is brought to you by tailoredsouth.com. Tailored South is your number one source for Southern style trucker hats and merch that will allow you to express your Southern hospitality. Tailoredsouth.com. I'm not going to sit here and act like entrepreneurship is all peaches and cream every day. It is not, especially if you don't have a backup plan. The only backup plans I have is other businesses and now investments, but other businesses. There's no backup plan called a job for me. So you got to understand, you got to ask yourself, am I built for entrepreneurship? Because it can be very lonely and it can also be very stressful. There is no one, if things go wrong in my life, there is no one to turn to other than my wife, but there is no one else to turn to. I can't blame anybody for anything. All the responsibility falls on me as a business owner, all of it. Okay? If we win, everybody else gets the credit. If we lose, it's all on me. So you have to understand what comes with it. This is a lifestyle. It's not for people that are just in it when times are good. It's people that understand that it's a lifestyle that chose them. So I think that entrepreneurship chooses you. I think entrepreneurship chooses you. I didn't choose this, it chose me. So are you someone who's just tipping around? Nothing makes me madder than a fake entrepreneur or someone that just thinks that it's just going to be easy. It's not. It's easy for me because I have the mental and spiritual capacity to deal with the challenges that come with it. And I've realized that over the years. If you would have just asked me this a year ago, I would have told you that entrepreneurship is for everybody, but it is not. I realize there are things that are good for some people and it's not good for other people. But if you lose the shirt off your back, there is no one else to blame. There's no one else to blame. It's all on you as the owner. Can you handle that pressure? I'll tell you the type of people that are built for entrepreneurship, in my opinion. Car salesmen, those people are, anyone that's selling something for a commission, in my opinion, those people are built for entrepreneurship. Insurance agents. Okay. Who else gets commissions? Anyone that's getting a commission now is already an entrepreneur because a lot of those people are only eating what they get to kill. And that's what entrepreneurship is. You eat what you kill. And a lot of people ain't built for that because you're going to put in work sometimes and you're not financially compensated for it immediately. So you got to know that, hey, and as you see, everybody are like, damn, that's my cue. I got to go. We got one person in here watching right now. I don't know who that is, but everybody else is gone because they think it's going to be easy. They're like, shit, I just want to, I want to push a button and money comes out. Dope. Do that then. You can do that, but you got to go through a learning curve in order for that type of results to be produced for you. So you got to have the mindset. All right. So now, Dexter, what up, Dexter? Dexter's in there. What up, Dexter? Everybody leaves when I start talking about the work that you have to put in. It's very hard work because what you're doing, the reason why it's hard is because you're taking your mindset, especially if you've been an employee. The transition from an employee to entrepreneurship, that transition mentally is excruciating sometimes because you're going from a secure. That's so weird. And I was just talking about insurance reps, and you're in here. So you're going from a place of security, in a sense, to unsecurity. And unsecurity, when you feel like you're unsecure, it can create insecurity in a lot of people. And so that's why a lot of people can't deal with entrepreneurship. But you got to have the right mindset. And then you ask yourself this, okay? What are people looking for that I'm knowledgeable about, that I feel I could offer them at a profit? A lot of people forget about the profit for some reason. You got kind of two type of peoples a lot of times. One person is focused solely on profit. The other person is focused solely on just serving. But in the middle is where I am. I got to make a profit, but I got to provide quality service to you. And that's where I go over and beyond to make sure that I over deliver for people that I'm serving. And we can create our own definition of over delivery. But profit is good. When you're structuring your business, you got to make sure that you consider the profit margin. And when you're considering the profit margin, you have to think about how much money it's going to take for you to acquire one customer. So let's just say you have a $20 product that you're selling. You're selling the product for $20. You source the product for $5, right? You might be thinking, I have a $15 profit margin. But if it takes you $10 to acquire that customer, you now have a $5 profit margin. If it took you $10 to acquire that customer. These are all things that I never thought about in the beginning. Because the vast majority of my customers, when I started my web development business one, all those customers would come through referrals a lot of times. So I never had to really consider, the price, the cost to acquire a customer. And so that's one of the main things. And the cost could be associated with marketing. It could be associated with the gas that it takes to drive over there to get the customer. Did you go out to lunch to get the customer? That's also a cost to acquire the customer. Okay. The time it takes for you to deliver the product or the service, that's also a cost. So you got to consider your cost when you are doing your pricing structure. And then what you want to do is you want to ask yourself, am I really passionate about this? First and foremost, I think this is what I think. You don't have to be passionate, because I saw Nick. What's up, Nick? Nick at night. What's happening? I've sold many things that I'm not passionate about. But what I was passionate about was the outcome I was going to get from the thing that I was selling. For instance, I sold stun guns and pop sockets and all type of things. I've sold so much. What's up? Thanks for all the lights, everybody. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. I sold stun guns and all kind of stuff, and I wasn't passionate about any of that stuff, but I was passionate about the money I was making. So sometimes people be like, yeah, follow your passion, but your passion might not come from the thing that you're doing, but it might come from the thing that you are making money at. You know what I'm saying? It might come from the end result from the thing that you're doing. And here's what I believe in. You have to raise capital. And unfortunately, the capital that you're raising might not get raised from the business that you have in mind. You might have to raise the money outside of the business. So you might, let's just say, like I started selling pop sockets at one point. Let's just say, oh, why are you selling pop sockets? Are you passionate about pop sockets? No, I'm not passionate about pop sockets, but I'm selling pop sockets to raise capital so that I can fund my business. So a lot of times when people think about funding a business, they literally do things like fundraisers or go to the bank or, you know, take donations. To me, that's not raising money. You're asking for handouts at that point. So there's other ways that you can raise capital. Go on Amazon, go on eBay, go on Walmart, look at their best sellers list, see what's selling, and then ask yourself, what supplier can what supplier did they get their stuff from? Can I get that same product or service from their supplier, or can I get a product or service that's similar to that? And can I offer that to the marketplace at a profit? So if you go and look at any bestsellers list on any website, it's going to literally give you the answers to the test. Here's a bestseller. Here's a bestseller. Here's a bestseller. And you go and find something identical to that or similar to that, and you offer it. You find the people that are looking for that, and you dangle it in their face. You make a profit, and then you take the money, the profit that you make, and you put that aside so that you can invest into your business idea. So raising capital might be selling stuff on eBay. Raising capital might be selling products on the side on Amazon. Raising capital might be selling products on Mercari. Raising capital might be giving one-on-one consultations. Raising capital could be anything that you can do to raise money to support your mission. And so you have to ask yourself, do I know how to raise capital? Okay. And then the next thing, after you do that, what you want to do before you invest any more time and effort into starting this company, try to sell one of the things that you offer. So if it's consultations, try to sell one consultation to a company or a person. And if you can sell it, now you got proof of concept. If you can sell that one thing, now you got proof of concept that someone somewhere is willing to buy it. And the rule of thumb is, I doubt that there's anything that only one person in the world has ever bought one time. You know what I'm saying? If one person buys it, and I'm willing to believe that more people are willing to buy that same thing, especially if it's good. So if you can get one person to purchase it from you, a stranger, I'm not talking about your mom, I'm not talking about your cousin or your coworkers. I'm talking about a total stranger. This is when I knew I had something with Southern Web Developer, because all of outside of my first customer, everyone else was a total stranger. Total stranger. And I said, "Oh my goodness, I got something." Strangers are buying from me. In fact, I've never sold to a family member. I've never sold to a friend. They didn't support it, but strangers did. And here's another thing. Your friends might not buy from you. In fact, I would suggest not even selling to your friends, because a lot of them want discounts. You want to sell to total strangers. A total stranger, 9 times out of 10, if it's the right stranger, they're going to respect the price that you put on the product or service. They're not going to ask for the discount. Okay. They're either going to say, I like it or I don't like it. They're going to give you raw feedback, raw, authentic feedback. I started out building websites for $200. Okay. $200. Now, on average, $2,500 is what we're getting on average for the average website. We do have packages that are smaller than that, But the people that we're serving, 9 times out of 10, they're going to need something bigger than that. Okay. I've improved our skill sets over the years. We've improved our equipment and the software that we're using over the years. But even before I improved my skill sets, and even before I improved the software and everything like that, we decided to charge a little bit more. When everyone I told $200 to said yes, I said we got a problem. Everybody's saying yes, we got to move to $300. I charged $300. Everybody said yes. There's a problem. We got to move to $400. Everybody I told $400 to said yes, but there's another problem. Let's go to $600. I got excited at $600. We're getting $600 for a website. And then I realized the reason why they were willing to pay that much money is because the websites that we were building were quality. They were all ranking on the first page of Google. And because we were helping these businesses rank on the first page of Google, they were willing to pay us more because those websites were helping them get business. Then I got smart. We were building websites, charging a one-time building fee. I got smart. I said, we got to charge them monthly. Boom. Set it up. Minimum $35 a month. So the average customer now will pay us $35 a month to $2,500 per month, depending on what we're doing for them. So that's the evolutionary process I was willing to go through. And so keep evolving. Keep evolving. Be willing to learn. Be willing to grow. Be willing to test things out. Be willing to dangle your product or service in front of people. Don't be afraid to tell people about the products or the services that you have. I mean, I'm wearing my company shirt right now. I'm basically advertising my company for free, simply sitting right here talking to you. Think about that. And that's my other philosophy. I live by the philosophy of AM. You know what AM means? AM stands for always marketing. I'm always marketing. I'm always advertising. Okay. Always advertising. From the shirts, okay, to the colors that I might wear, to the logo that might be on one of my vehicles. I'm always advertising or I'm running ads. I'm always marketing. I'm always advertising. I'm always getting my stuff in front of people. The number one reason why businesses fail is because they don't have enough customers. And the number one reason why they don't have enough customers is because not enough people know they exist. You need to get people to the point where they know you exist. And you're not marketing for today, you're marketing so that people will remember you in the future. A lot of times, if you run ads and people don't get sales off of those ads immediately, they're like, oh, ads don't work. Idiot. Ads aren't supposed to be to where you're only focusing on people that are buying from you today. Advertising is so that people will remember you when they are ready to buy your products or services. So if you get in front of 4,000 people consistently, now you got 4,000 people that know that you exist. In fact, you got more than that, because if you exist in a good way, if your marketing and advertising is good, they're going to share your stuff and tell other people about it. But people think transactionally. I don't run ads to just create transactions. I run ads so that people become aware that my companies exist. Okay. So I might run an ad in the first month. We get it in front of 20, 30, 40,000 people. And then we take that ad and we run it in front of 20, 30, 40,000 people every single month, until the point where they're like, man, by the time they contact us, they're like, man, I just came across the idea and now I need a website. I've been seeing your ads for months, but I just decided to reach out to you because I came up with a business idea. Or or a company that already exists decides that they finally want to redesign their website. They want something more modern that helps them attract customers. Well, if you're not running fucking ads, if people don't know you exist, then how are they going to reach out to you? You got to get yourself in front of people. My God, you know, what keeps a small business is a small mind. Everyone starts off with a small business. But if you remain a small business after 5 or 10 years, then it's probably because you have a small mind. And the only reason I'm saying you have a small mind is because not enough people know about you. If you can get 1 million people to know about you, let me tell you something. I in November of 2021, I knew we were approaching a new year and I needed to create a new entity so that I could transfer some of my assets to it, some of my real estate, some of my income. I needed to move some money, I needed to move some assets. So I created a company called Web Asset Group solely for the purpose of transferring my assets over there, some of them. I love the name so much that I wanted to actually make it a operating company. So I built my own social media network and called it webassetgroup.com, turned it into an online mastermind for entrepreneurs. Okay. And and I rarely talk about it, but just because people know me, they find out about the program and they sign up. That's the power of getting it to where people know you. TikTok, if I was starting off right now and I only got to create one social media platform, I would give my undivided attention to TikTok. Screw Facebook. So many people set up Facebook pages when they're starting off a business. That is so 2005. Why would you go to Facebook, who's not going to push you out in front of more people, when you could go to TikTok, post videos, and their algorithm is going to push you out to more people every single day? Start with TikTok. And then don't just rely on TikTok. Run paid ads to your offer outside of social media on top of that. You got to run paid traffic to your offer. I was the cheapest guy in the world many years ago. I only wanted the free traffic. Oh, I want to rank my company with SEO. I want to make sure people clicking the link in the bio. I only want free traffic, right? That is the slowest way a lot of times and the most volatile way to grow your online business, because you are relying on an algorithm that you didn't create to send traffic to your offer for free, when you can just simply pay money and tell the software, get me in front of people who searched for this, this, and this in the last 30 days. And the software says, okay, that'll be $20 a day. And you just say yes, you pay the money, and the software gets your product or service in front of people who are more likely to buy it. But if you're cheap, if you don't want to invest the money in your stuff, it's going to take you a very long time to get people in front of your product or service. It just is. So you got to be willing to pay for some advertising. Okay. I'm not talking about business cards. I'm not talking about no damn flyers. I'm not talking about any of that. I'm talking about some good old online marketing, some digital marketing where you can get in front of people all over the world simultaneously. Here's the deal. Imagine this. Let's imagine you want to acquire a new customer. If you want to acquire some new customers locally, how long would it take you to walk into every business in your city to let people know that you exist? How long would it take you to walk in every single business in your city physically? It would take you all year. And that's if nothing comes up. But you can get on some paid advertisement, upload a video, get in front of people, and reach the entire city in days. The entire city can know about you in days. That's the difference. It's equivalent. It's the difference between walking and taking an airplane. You can leave right here from where you are and walk to the other side of the United States, but it's going to take you a very long time to get there. Or you can just jump on an airplane and get there in a couple of hours. That's the difference between trying to do everything organic and boosting it with paid ads. You need some paid ads in there. You got to get your stuff out there. If you're not willing to spend money on paid advertisement, you don't really believe in what you're doing because you're afraid to put money behind it. The fact that you doubt that you'll get your money back says to me that you probably have an inferior product or service. You can't be afraid of getting your money back. You can't be afraid of losing your money. You can't be afraid of taking an L. You can be, but hey man, maybe you're not built for this game. And so I just want to encourage you to develop the mindset. Another thing you got to have is belief. Do you believe in yourself? Do you believe in your product? Do you believe in your service? Do you believe you deserve to be fruitful? Do you believe you deserve to have abundance in your reality? Because those things all affect the outcome that you're going to have. It's not just about the business, but do you believe you deserve it? Do you believe you deserve to have wealth? Very big question that a lot of people never ask themselves. I had some beliefs about money and wealth that prevented me from having it. I had to work on those beliefs. So I'm encouraging you to do the same, man. Work on those beliefs. Work on them. Okay. Do you have the confidence that it takes to go out on your own and put the pedal to the metal? Do you have what it takes? Do you have the confidence to go out and introduce yourself to the world? I'm running an ad right now in my city, and it goes a little something like this. Hey, my name is Robbie Cornelius, and I'm here to help you establish, grow, and monetize your presence on the internet. I help blah, 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 blah. I'm introducing myself to new people every single day. My network went from this to this simply because I open my mouth and record videos and put it out there in front of people that are looking for what I have to offer. I'm introducing myself to new people every day, and I look forward to seeing how much money I can make in one day. How much money can I make in one day? I know that's two, that's one and two, but just look at this. How much money can I make in one day? I look forward to it every single day. And this is what you do. You ask yourself, I wonder how much money can I make in one day? How much money is it possible for me to, how much money is it possible for me to make in one day? One day. I ask myself that every single day. How many people can I serve today for a profit? How many people can I offer a product or service to for a profit? How many people can I attract to me that would be interested in my products or service today? Those are the questions that you want to ask yourself. But instead, the average person wakes up, and from the time they wake up, they start talking themselves into why this thing isn't gonna work. Oh no, nobody's gonna buy it. Nobody's gonna buy it. The economy is shot. Ah, that's all the average person does. I don't have those thoughts. Who's looking for what I have to offer? Where are they? Bring them to me. I am here. I want to be in front of them. Let me show them what I can do for them because I have something that can help them. Now, the way I do it, I don't cold call. We talked about this on my mastermind. I pay for ads and I get my message out there in front of people with money, videos and money. That's my method. You got to find your method. I'm willing to drop $500 a day on this video campaign because I believe that it's going to make an ROI. Even if I don't make my money back right now, I'm going to make an impression, and I value making an impression on people. Because if I don't make an impression on you, you'll never know I exist. Do you know right now more people know you exist than they knew Theodore Roosevelt existed in his day? More people can know you exist today than they knew who Theodore Roosevelt was in his day because of the power of technology. And I want you to leverage the power of technology. Understand this, that the internet gives you the ability, and no, I don't have lotion on this hand right here. The internet gives you the ability to do business all around the world. Do you know when I get off this live stream, I'm going to go to my Square account and hit refresh and see how much money I've made since I'm sitting here? That's because I have thousands of buy buttons all over the internet, from books to courses to masterminds to web design to SEO services to t-shirts, coffee mugs, affiliate links, you name it. I got thousands of buy buttons scattered all across the internet, and they are all valuable buy buttons that people are opting into on a daily basis. I'm here to serve, and you deserve to be financially compensated for serving people. Who has a problem with profit? If you have a problem with profit, leave the room. We're not the same. If you have a problem with profit, leave the room. We are not the same, because I love profit, because profit lets me know that that someone thought I did a great job at serving them. 2 people left already. Good. Profit lets me know that I did a great job at serving somebody. That's why I love profit. Okay. I don't love profit because I'm greedy. I don't love profit because I'm a fat rich guy. I love profit because it allows me to measure how much value I provided to somebody else, because money only comes from one place. It comes from other people. Money comes from other people. Who are these people that think you're supposed to live a fruitful life without earning a profit? If you think profit is bad, you'll always be on your ass. If you think profit is evil, you won't have no money either. You have to get comfortable with the idea of making a profit. Come on now. Make some money. Because when you get to the point to where you're making more than enough money, you're able to help more and more and more and more people. You're able to help more and more people. You literally change the financial landscape of society when you put yourself in a position to where you're willing to make some more money. Now you're gonna see so many people complaining about the gas prices. Oh, damn, Joe Biden got the gas prices jacked up again. About the boot. They're gonna be complaining about the gas prices when all they gotta do is be creative in how they decide to make extra money. That's all you gotta do. I don't give a damn if the gas prices goes up to $20 a gallon. I'm still going to buy it. I'm still going to make money. That is the mindset you have to have when you are an entrepreneur. Somebody asked me one time, this is how I knew people wanted me to fail. I had a guy ask me, "You make all your money off the internet. What you gonna do if the internet gets shut down?" I said, "Make a damn book called How to Survive and Make Money Without the Internet and sell it to people like you." I don't have a scarcity mindset. I have a prosperity mindset. I'm always believing that opportunities are all around me. And now we have the tools at our disposal that will reveal my claims that opportunities are everywhere. Another tip: look for opportunities. How do you find opportunities? Opportunities sound like a complaint. Ooh. If you only hear complaints as a complaint, you'll just think someone is complaining. But the next time you hear somebody complaining about something, I want you to train your ear to hear, oh, that sounds like is that an opportunity? Holy oh my God. You hear that? What? That person complaining? No. Listen closer. Man, dude, that's somebody complaining. No. Listen closer. That's an opportunity. Opportunities sound like complaints. Just like diamonds look like a rock when you find them in their natural habitat, opportunities look like complaints. Every time you hear a complaint, that's an opportunity to provide a product or service that solves that problem for that person. That's it. I used to run away from problems. Now I look for them from other people. I look for other people's problems so that I could see if I can solve it for them. Blah, 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 blah. All right, check this out. Here's a link. I want you to go check this out. Why did I do that? I'm helping them. I want to help people, but I also open myself up to be financially compensated for helping people. Here's the solution to what you're complaining about. Here's the link. It just so happens to be an affiliate link that I'm going to get 40% of when you spend. It's not going to cost you anything extra. It's just an affiliate link. 40% for me, 10% for me. Doesn't matter if it's 5%, 2%. It's a percentage for me giving someone directions, just pointing them in the right direction. That's what affiliate marketing is. It's pointing someone in the right direction. Hey, I need to know how to do this. Okay, go here. Take this map with you. Take this link with you. That's it. Affiliate marketing is as simple as that. Affiliate marketing is pointing people in the right direction, showing people a shortcut to where they were already going, helping people get clear about what it is they're actually looking for. That's what affiliate marketing is. You're the guy in the middle that's directing people to a product or service that you get financially compensated for directing them that. Now, where affiliate marketing gets dark is when people start recommending products and services that are bad, that are not good for the people that they're recommending the products or the services for. But it could get good. It could get good for you. It can get good for the person that's buying what you're offering. It can be good for all parties involved. The creator of the products and services, it could be good for all parties involved, but you have to put yourself out there. Now, I want you to think about what I'm doing right now. Everything I do is based around me monetizing. See, I'm live streaming on TikTok and YouTube right now at the same time. Okay. But although there's only one person in here right now, I am monetizing this channel. How am I doing that? First of all, I'm wearing my company shirt. Second of all, I just told you I'm live streaming on YouTube as well. So when I'm done live streaming, this video is automatically going to upload to YouTube and be saved there for the rest of my life. And up under that video, there's going to be links that go to other offers that I have. That's how you monetize. You do one thing. I'm not doing one thing that I can't multiply. If I go live, how can I multiply that live? How can I make that live that I took time out of my day on June 10th, 2022? How can I take the time that I invested in this live stream and monetize this live stream for the rest of my life? Oh, let me go put on my company shirt. Oh, let me have some affiliate links under this video so that when people look at this video in the future while searching on YouTube, and I tell them click the link below this video to get to where I was telling you to get to, that's associated with an affiliate link that's going to live for the rest of my life. That's how you monetize. Never before have we been in a position in society to where we can do something one time and get paid for it for the rest of our lives. Okay? Unless you were a musician or an actor or an author. Now, those people have been getting paid royalties forever. Okay. I just got a commission yesterday. Yesterday, I was sitting home minding my business. Boom, a little $60 commission came through Shopify the other day because of some people that I recommended to use Shopify. I wasn't working on Shopify in that moment. I sent them people that link a year and a half ago. Okay. $60 for sending a link a year and a half ago. That's how you get out the rat race. You set it up to where something that you do today has the potential to pay you for tomorrow. That's it. That's the difference between a job. With a job, if you go to work today, you can get paid for the work that you did. But if you don't go to work tomorrow, you don't get paid for that. You don't get paid anymore. When it's over at a job. When I get done recording this video, okay, this video is going to live forever unless the internet gets shut down. And it's still going to live forever because I'm saving it to my actual hard drive. That's how you monetize. You leverage the internet by creating assets. What is an asset? Assets are in the eye of the beholder. To one person, an asset is a crypto. To one person, an asset is an NFT. To another person is this. To another person is that. Your job is simply to produce things that people are searching for. When I learned this years ago, laying on the beach, not being able to afford anything, I said to myself, damn, if I can figure out how to use the internet, I'll be good. I had to make a backup for no reason. What's up, Erica? Erica, how are you? I had to make up a I had to I was about to say I had to make up a backup for no reason, but I had to understand that the internet was my ticket to freedom. Erica, hello. It was my ticket to freedom. Why did you have to make a backup account? It was my ticket to freedom. I realized that I could be free if I learned how to use the leverage, if I learned how to leverage the internet, a tool that actually operated 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Watch this video over and over again. Go to my YouTube channel, subscribe to it. Watch this video over and over again. Because if you pick up the jewels that I just laid down in this live stream, then you can set yourself up to be paid for the rest of your life. You're talking to someone. I'm not one of these new guys that just started. I've been doing this for over a decade. Okay. I started out doing it when I was a musician, when I was a rapper, but I didn't really think of myself as an online entrepreneur then. Okay. Goat and Swap reported me. Who is Goat and Swap? Who is that? Goat and Swap. That's crazy. Who is Goat and Swap? So that's what I'm getting at here. You want to just put yourself in a position to where you are leveraging the power of the internet so that you set yourself up to be paid over and 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 over again. This is the best thing since being in real estate. There are real estate agents there are real estate investors that don't make as much profit as I make. Okay. There are real estate agents that invest in single family homes. They're only making about $300 to $400 profit a lot of times, if that, after they pay property managers and stuff like that. What we're doing on the internet is unreal, and you got to take advantage of it. From what I've done, from the money I've made on the internet, I've been able to buy I've been able to buy land in the Appalachians, in the Ozark Mountains. I've been able to buy land all over the place simply by the money that I have made from the internet. And so I'm just encouraging you to take advantage of it. I've been live streaming now for a minute. I hope you picked up something valuable because this will literally change your life if you apply it. I don't want to just be talking. I want to be providing value. You're right. With land, you can't go wrong. Anyway, guys, I appreciate your time. I appreciate it all. I got to go because it's time for family. Much love for everybody. Talk to y'all soon. Master yourself and master.